So, Mara, how's your day? How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing okay.
Good, yeah. So what do you want to do when you grow up?
Singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your passion?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of singers do you like?
Well, it's a bunch of different, from the Beatles to Whitney Houston, and to local artists. My uncle is actually in a local group called City Boys.
City Boys! What, Mark? Can we get a sample of you singing? Can we get a sample?
Okay, Spirit lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me.
I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
You can, it's okay. She wants to do a worship leader.
Oh my goodness. I can't sing that. Mary, I don't sing. I chant in different keys. Did no one catch on to this? That's chanting. I don't know. I don't know. Who are the people that you said?
Whitney Houston, the Beatles, Anuhea.
Okay. Beatles. I love Beatles. Let it be.
Let it be. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Let it be, oh let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe
What key?
whatever comes out of my mouth, trust me. I can't tell you what key is gonna come out. I don't know. But you the singer. I just chat. Okay, how about I do the verse and then when you start let it be, you do that. Okay. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. You said you're not one singer.
I'm not. I just chant in different keys and I close my eyes so I can't see nobody. Did you see that? It's like, oh my gosh, he's really feeling it. No, Mary, he's just not feeling the crowds. Oh my goodness. So if you could give your peers one word of advice, like one sentence of advice at this time during COVID, what would it be?
Just learn to love yourself during this time. Like, this time is so precious where you are in your room and you can just be who you want to be, and you shouldn't be afraid to show that out to the world. And if people don't accept you, then that's them, because you should be who you are. God created you for you. So be you, don't be scared, and if people don't like you, bye. Just bye.
Absolutely. You know, that's a tough lesson to learn. I know a lot of adults who are still trying to learn how to be them. So mahalo nui for that advice and that constant reminder. Aloha mai kako and welcome. My name is Kaipo Leopoldino and this is my partner,
Marley.
And together we are going to be your hosts for this evening's From Our ʻOhana to Yours virtual fundraiser for Family Promise of Hawaiʻi. Now tonight is definitely going to be a first for us with these COVID-19 restrictions and social distancing orders. We had planned to do this live, but in order to comply with these regulations, we are going to tape this in multiple segments to ensure that not more than 5 of us are going to be on set at once. Now, we are all learning to adapt to this new normal together. And while this year's fundraiser looks a little different, we are very grateful to all of you guys have stepped up to help our families in our community. Now, as we get started, we want to mahalo our sponsors, HMSA, Hawaiian Electric, Tucker and Bevy, the Fertility Institute of Hawaii, and Beachside Lighting for making tonight's event possible. Also, a shout out to Tanoa for our lovely lole. Shout out to Tanoa for this beautiful dress and my beautiful shirt.
Mahalo Kaipo. My name is Mara, and my family and I have lived at Family Promise earlier this year. In just a little bit, you will be hearing my family's story. But first, I would like to introduce Family Promise of Hawaiʻi Executive Director Sam Church to tell us more about the organization.
Aloha, I'm Sam Church, the Executive Director of Family Promise of Hawaiʻi. Mahalo for joining us this evening for our first ever virtual fundraiser. COVID-19 is having a drastic impact on our community, specifically hardworking, low-income families. We anticipate that about a third of Hawaii's families are struggling to pay their monthly rent. We know that in the coming months, we're unfortunately going to see a higher number of families who are experiencing homelessness. We've had about a 400% increase in requests for help already. 400%. We support families who are struggling with paying their rent through homeless prevention programs. For families who have fallen into homelessness, we support them through safe, accessible shelter. And for all the families we serve, we provide comprehensive wraparound support to ensure that they transition from housing instability to permanent, stable housing. Tonight, we hope you'll join us. We have so much work to do to ensure that there's a safety net big enough to support all of the families who are struggling in our community, and we cannot do it alone. We need your support in order to increase the number of services and the availability of support for families in our community who need it. So please, if you can, donate to us and follow us on social media to continue keeping up to date with all of the work that we're doing.
Mahalo nui, Sam, and mahalo for this critical work that you are doing at this critical time. Now, scrolling along to the bottom of your screens, you will be seeing some donors. Now, these people have given generously to this event. Again, the warmest mahalos from all of us to all of you. Together, we can ensure families have access to food, shelter, and emergency care. Please note, you can still donate to help us reach our fundraising goal. Now, another big thing that we have is lucky draw tickets to win fabulous staycation prizes. We have things from Mauna Lani, the Surf Shack, Ko'akea Hotel and Resort, Hyatt Regency, the Marriott, Queen Kapi'olani, and Hotel Renew. Now, if you are interested in any one of these lucky draw numbers, you can scroll to the page that you are at right now with this video and look for that little icon that says lucky draw numbers. They are $25 each, so if you guys want to go ahead and click on that, you too could possibly win one of these amazing staycations. And you know what, just to up the ante, we do have these $100 golden ticket items. Now, for these $100 donations, these golden tickets, it includes 4-night ocean front stay at Maui's Four Seasons, perfectly hidden away style staycation along Wailea Beach. It includes 60,000 Hawaiian Airlines miles, good for round trip inter-island tickets for 2.
Or you can just donate. Any amount to help the families is very much appreciated.
Mara, can you please just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Mara Lee, as I said earlier. I am 17 years old. I currently go to McKinley High School. One of my main hobbies is singing. I am the oldest out of 4 siblings. We have me, then we have Luke, Ezekiel, and Raven. Now you're going to hear a story about our adventure at Family Promise of Hawaiʻi from my mom and dad, Alexis and Daniel Manzano.
We got evicted from our place, and well, actually the lease expired technically, and they didn't want to renew it, and we had no place to go. From our experience, we spent one night in our van. The night we got kicked out of, well, the day that our lease expired. We spent one night in our van, parked in a parking lot, and it was kind of scary, to put it mildly. But having this place is much better, or making a phone call to get into a place like this is a much better option than spending the night in a van or in a car or just lying in the park or something like that.
A lot of people think that homeless people are lazy, and that's not true. The other one would be that they don't want help. I really believe that at some point in time, whether it's their day one in homelessness or year 11 in homelessness, I think that somewhere along the line they wanted help. Maybe they just didn't receive it in time, or maybe at the time there was no resources and they just said, you know what, I can just do this on my own. But I think number one would be laziness, and that's not true. It's not. Everybody here, when we were here, all the families, they all worked. We just had nowhere to go.
I think it's the fact that I think our kids, the kids were our priority. I think if I wouldn't say that we would be all right if we didn't have kids, but there was an urgency to find something, to find a safe environment for them once we became homeless. If it was just the two of us, we would have dealt with it, but we probably would have, tried to, take our time in finding a place that we would really want or something like that. But with our kids, it was like, no, we need to find something now to make sure they're safe. And when we heard about this place and the requirement was that you had to have children, I was like, this is perfect. It has to be perfect. It has to be a really good thing. And when we got here, it really was. I mean, we're doing an interview in a playroom right now.
Yeah.
You can't see around in the camera, but this is actually a playroom for the children right now. And so when we got here, I was like, this is perfect until we can find something permanent for us. So
it was hard for them at first. They didn't understand it, especially the younger ones. They would ask, where are we going home? Are we going home? And it used to just break my heart that we don't have a home, and they would actually ask us like, oh, when are we going home? Eventually it became normal for them.
Especially the fact that there were other kids here, and I think that's what really comfortable for them. It wasn't just mommy and daddy and a bunch of boring adults. It was other kids to play with, and I think that's what sealed the deal for them. So yeah.
I'm in healthcare, and he's at the grocery store. Holding us down, holding everybody down. So personally, it hasn't really affected us, except for the fact that the kids can't go out. But we see it around us. Families struggling. Especially there was a time when we first got into our place. There was like the free meals and stuff at the schools. So we would go, and then we figured, well, we're okay, so let the other families go. And then, but we would see a lot of families, and I was just like, wow, we're just so blessed that, we're okay. Especially we just got out of homelessness, and we're like, wow, we're just blessed that we don't have to worry about it. We're both working, so it actually hasn't really affected us.
I think it was the fact that it hit when we were at the tail end of our time here, and we were blessed enough to find a place right when it kind of closed up for a little while. Family Promise closed up for a little while. We found a place like a week before it closed down. So I think because of that, like she said, it didn't really affect us all that much because of that. Because we were blessed enough to find a place, but if it hadn't, then I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the timing was perfect for us to leave, to have a place to go to. So that's good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, for us, he works full time. My hours are pretty much full time. The kids are going to school. Yeah, it looks great. I just wish COVID would go away. Yeah, so everything can go back to normal, not a new normal. But yeah, no, it looks great, and thankfully we had Family Promise, to help us be okay. It took a huge part for us to be here, and then because if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have gotten the job I have. It pushed me to go and find this job, and I love my job.
Just think if you got evicted from your house, or if you had to spend a night or a week, a night in your van, a week in a shelter, you're unemployed, and you have no way to feed your kid. A place like this will feed them for you, I mean, that's the best thing I can come up with is that imagine if it's your kid, and so because of that, yeah, maybe not maybe, but you really should donate to something like this. It helps people out with kids, So
for me, it would be that your money isn't going to waste. It helps every person that walks through these doors, every family that reaches out and is here will benefit. There's not a time when our family didn't benefit from a donation, whether it was food or supplies, diapers, and we had 2 babies in diapers, it was like, we need diapers, I need diapers, and diapers are so expensive, and just that little bit help, that yeah, don't worry, hair, wipes, deodorant, just things like that, and that a lot of us, we just, we take for granted. Donate, please, because, in this time when it's stressful enough, especially with COVID now, sometimes parents, we might forget to buy those things, or maybe not have enough to buy those things, and just that little bit helps, that extra food that, would come in, or just drinks, that would come in, and we'd see it and we're like, wow, what's this, and that was just so nice, just to have, and just these companies that, I think, should I donate? Yeah, it really is going to the families. It really is. Your money's going to the families. Your whatever supplies you're donating, they're all going to the families. It's never going to waste. I want to thank Family Promise. The staff here, everybody here is just so nice to our family. You guys putting in your time for us. Trying to help us as best as you could, even with COVID, even if we were at the tail end. And even when we walked through those doors, it was every day, we were safe, and our children were safe.
Mahalo nui for sharing your story, and mahalo nui to all of our families. So many hardworking families are struggling right now, including families who are working on the front line like Alexis and Daniel. So friends, another call out to give what you can. Like they said, nothing goes to waste.
Yes, we are truly grateful for everyone who donates to Family Promise of Hawaiʻi.
Don't forget, you can still get in on these lucky draw and golden ticket items. Now at this time, I would like to welcome multi-na Hoku Hanohana Award winners Kupaoa, a husband and wife duo, Kellen and Lihao Pike, all the way from Kauai. So for those of you that purchased the Tucker and Bevy lasagna meals, mahalo. Eat up and enjoy music by Kupaoa.
pili o ke ao. Ho'olale ke aloha I ka pili ao. Aho e a ka ua I ka pili o ke ao. Ho'olale ke aloha I ka pili ao ao. I ka pili ao ao. O ke kani mai a ka moa kuakahi. Eia ka ua me o kuloa I ka iu. Iu iu na hana I wai au ia. Wai ka ulana I ke alo a hiki. O ke kani mai a ka moa kuakahi. Eia ka ua me o kuloa I ka iu. Iu iu na hana I wai au ia. Wai ka ulana I ke alo a hiki. Paho e a ka ua I ka pili o ke ao. Polale ke aloha I ka pili ao ao. I ka pili ao ao. Ahiki.
Ahiki au I lele anai. Ike I kanani o holo ke ahole. Aia o kanei mamua pono. O ia wai ke o ka iwa iwa.
Ahiki au I lele anai. Ike I kanani o holo ke ahole. Aia o kanei mamua pono. O ia wai ke o ka iwa iwa. Aho e a ka ua I ka pili o ke ao. Ho'olale ke aloha I ka pili ao ao. I ka pili ao ao. I ka pili ao ao.
Aloha mai kākou. We call ourselves Kupawa, and it's our pleasure to be here in support of Family Promise Hawaiʻi. And that was a song that was the title track of our very first album that we recorded, oh my goodness, like 12 years ago, 13 years ago or so. A song called Pili o Ke Ao, talking about new beginnings and the start of a new day. We're going to do a song now that's off of our third album, and this song is a song that I composed in honor of my maternal grandmother, my popo. She was a very, very dear person to me. She and I had a very close relationship. And upon her passing 12 years ago, I composed this song in her honor as a way to kind of work through my grief, and it likens her to her favorite flower, the pakalana. This song is called Pakalana Kapu'uwai, and that title means the pakalana blossom of my heart. Pakalana kapu'uwai, koa he ahe mai nei ka makani kolopua, hanu album, a song called Pakalana Kapu'uwai, for all the grandmothers out there. And we're going to do another song now. And this song is a song that you may know, you may be familiar with. And this is a song that is the title track of that third album, a song written by our dear friend Dr. Puakea Nogomeyer. It's a song that we have loved for a long time. This one's called Bombay.
Ka vela vela o ke awa kea O ka la mau e mala mala mai ka po Ai ke ia aku ku'u ala Bambai E ike nau ia o e Bambai Pili o ka ua Bambai Ko paha ku'u mau no e Bambai Ai awa nei Maka puna na punge ana o ko aloha Ulu ponoa e ka punua Ike kili hune hua ko ike no e au Mohala mai la ka lehua Bambai e ike anau ia o e Bambai Pili o ka ua Bambai ko paha ku'u mau no e Bambai Ai awa nei O ko po ona ni ka po haku ala Ke ka ko i ia ka mana o Ang me ka olu olu e pane ea e ai Ka mea i mamake ole ia Bambai e ike anau ia o e Bambai Pili o ka ua Bambai ko paha ku'u mau no e Bambai Ai awa nei Haina ia mai ana ka puana Ke kuine o ka Bambai Haina hou mai me ke aloha No ululani e inoa Bambai E ike anau ia o e Bambai Pili o ka ua Bambai Ko paha ku'u mau no e Bambai Ai awa nei Bambai, Bambai, Bambai Bambai, Bambai Bambai, Bambai
Title track of our third album, a song called Bombay. Well, you know, because of COVID and all of that, we are coming to you from Kilauea, Kauai. We wish we could be with everybody in person, but, you know, these are interesting times that we are living in now. And so, you know, we'd like to do a song that's from our album that we released 4 years ago, an album called Kaho'okele. And this is a song that we wrote for our side of the island, for the north shore of the island of Kauai. And it goes, we live in Kilauea, but this song takes us down the road a bit to the beautiful district of Ha'ena. And it honors the many places and special people that live in that area.
Never do this one in a while.
I haven't done this song in a while. This song is called Ha'ena.
Ka hela hela I ka mali e Mahana I ka o ka hua nui Ka hua ka unua pele me lohi a Nana I ho alo I ka moe Ani ho loku Ha'ena I ka ehu kai One ka hela hela I ka mali e Mahana I ka o ka hua nui Ka hua ka unu au Nana iho alo I ka moe Hani holo pua Kuha o papalokia I ka lai Holo holo ka manini ke kai papahu He malu no kai a pili vale O pohaku kane I ka iu Moe pohaku loa I ke one O Naka iwa iwa I ka lipo Ke ali iwa I neno ho I ka lai Ka iho I ka palai halupa Kulu kulu ka wai ka nao ka paku Ka mehelu ka hiko Na mene Naka iwa iwa I ka lipo Ke ali iwa I neno ho I ka lai Ka hiko I ka palai halupa Kulu kulu ka wai ka nao ka waku Ka meheu ka hiko Na mene Manu o ka aina na nilu aole o haena And talking about where we're coming from under a beautiful shower tree in our hometown of Kilauea. We're at our Uncle Don and Auntie Bernie's house. They got a lot more shade than we do. We're gonna try and do this at our house, but
It's hot.
it's hot. It's hot. Our lychee tree, we pruned it.
Maybe a little,
we
too
kinda
much, perhaps.
cut it to the trunk the other year, and there's a little bit of
coming
shade,
back.
but
It's
it ain't like
starting to
this.
come back.
Woo, family and friends, how was that music by Kupaoa? If you enjoyed that, please check them out on their weekly virtual gigs every Thursday at 3:30 on their Kupaoa Facebook page or on their website, www.kupaoa.org. Mahalo again, Kellen and Lihao, for sharing your talent with us. Okay, ʻOhana, there is still time to get in on that lucky number as well as those golden ticket items to win fabulous staycations here in Hawaii.
That's right, Kaipo. Not only do we have staycations for the lucky draw winners, we also have fun items like gift certificates to the MW restaurants, Mohala Eyewear, and Southwest tickets, and more.
Remember, your donation stays here to help families in our own community. Since the pandemic began, Family Promise of Hawaiʻi has stepped up and prevented 200 parents and children from becoming homeless, sheltered 55 family members, and helped 136 parents and children transition from homelessness to permanent housing. Now that's something to celebrate. Let's get back to Kupaoa.
We're gonna do a song that honors our town of Kilauea. And talks about a lot of the things that make the little towns in Hawaii special. Especially if you guys are coming from plantation towns. You know, the people that live in the town, it's descendants of the workers. And so that's really what makes the town so special. A song called Kaulana Kilauea.
Kilauea for beautiful Kilauea Kauai. Let's see, let's do something from our new album. We have an album that we just released last year, and it's an album titled Kalei Moana. Shall we do that song?
Sure.
Kalei Moana is a song, another one written by Dr. Puakea Nogomeyer. This one talks about the connectedness of all things using water as the metaphor. It says that all these different sources of water ultimately will flow into one single encircling garland of sea. And it is that ocean that is what the thing that connects us. And that has never been more relevant now. Talking about the connectedness of all things and all people. And so this song called Kalei Moana.
She's talking about wear your masks.
I kind of am. But this song called Kalei Moana has very relevant themes, and it's a song that we love. So the title track of our most recent album, Kalei Moana.
Mai ka puna vai ho I nana Mana ewe ewe o ke ao ka naka Ka o mai aku kupunu e ae E lahala I uka lahano I kai I lao laha puni ka honua Pakapakaua Ola o kai I ka pili ka Hawaii Ka ana makai ke aua Kea I ka ulu mahuahua o ka aina Ka hea wai ka naka I ke ala O ke ola e ala e ala e E ala e ala e Lei nei moku ola I ke kailala E nehene mai ana I ka ai O ne Aheli u ka kai kukamuli Wai I ke kahe ana kui ka moana Mano mano ka wai puni I ka moana nui e ala e ala e E ala e ala e E ala e ala e
Song called Kale Moana.
There's a ladybug that's crawling around on our camera over there, and I'm wondering when that ladybug will uncover the lens.
Well, let's
If we
just
disappear,
hope.
if we get eclipsed
by a
by a
ladybug.
creature, it's just a ladybug. And she's on the move, so she won't stay there too long. Okay, we're gonna do a song now that this is a song from Uncle Dennis Kamakahi, one of his lesser known hits, I want to say. A song called Le Kupu Kupu, and it talks about the ferns of the uplands, the pala'a and the palapalai, and their importance to the making adornments of hula dancers. We recorded this on our album Ko'okele.
very kupu kupu. And it finally happened.
Did you guys see it? Did
the
you see
eclipse of the ladybug.
Did it happen on the video though?
It was a ladybug eclipse. Yes.
I was just watching the camera.
Yes.
It did. It
did.
happened.
It
I
did
told
happen.
you. Told you it was gonna
Yes.
happen.
He saw the underside, the underbelly of a ladybug for a brief second.
I see that.
Oh, now there's lizards. You know the joys of performing outdoors. Yes. We have a few more songs to share with you folks, and we're going to do this song now that is a song from our very first album. And it's a song written by Prince William Pitleleohoku, who was the younger sibling of King David Kalakaua and Queen Liliuokalani. And, you know, I think if he didn't pass away, you know, in his mid-20s, I think he would have been just as prolific of a songwriter as his sister Liliu, who, in my opinion, was one of the finest Hawaiian songwriters of all time. This song is a song that talks about unrequited love. Even the Crown Prince of Hawaii, as handsome and educated and, you know, I guess privileged as he was, even he didn't always get the girl. So in this song...
Maybe he can get an actress later on, yeah?
I know.
He's like William.
What?
And the other one is Harry. Harry. Who with that? Who's with Megan? Harry.
Harry.
He's going to be like, he was like Harry.
Oh my goodness. Maybe. I don't know.
He wasn't going to get to be the king, so he went for the actress.
This song is called Adios Ke Aloha. E ku'upel o ka pola ila I kalalave malie a ka mahino ko ani ani mai nei e ke ahe ahe a oi ho olo no mai e ku'upel o ka pola ila I kalalave malie Kamahino ko ani ani mai nei e ke ahe ahe a oi ho olo mai ahe a oi oi holo no mai Adios ke aloha e ka hauʻoli I nisi puʻuwai e ke aloha e maliu mai oi ke hoʻolale mai nei e ke kiu anu ka wau I ka ua e ka hauʻoli O ka noi lihau e iaula e ke aloha ke huli hoʻi nei me ka neo ahe a oi oi holo no mai
just saw the ladybug walk down the back of the wire, because after it covered the screen and Lihao said, "Oh, we could see the underside of the ladybug." She was like, "What? You can see what? I'm out of here."
Yeah, she once again skirted
she
the
never liked
edge
that.
of the lens, but didn't quite go over.
You never see like one leg lift out, come by the
I
leg.
don't know.
Now we are getting close to the end of our evening, and we want to mahalo everyone who made this event possible. From the sponsors to the Family Promise board members and staff, as well as all of the various volunteers.
Let's not forget the generous donations that we have received. Mahalo.
Lucky Draw and Golden Ticket will conclude at 7 p.m. So if you are interested to see if you were one of those possible winners, please make sure you visit our website posted on the screen. Now, winners will also be contacted by Family Promise staff.
The countdown is happening, so good luck. I think we should have a hanaho. Yes, Kaipo?
I think so. Now, once again, here is Kupaua, and if you happen to be watching this video after its original airing, please know that it is never too late to give to Family Promise. Mahalo nui loa iā ʻoukou pākahi apau. My name is Kaipo.
I'm Mara. Thank you so much. Have a great night and aloha.
Well, we want to say mahalo again to Family Promise Hawaiʻi for allowing us to show our support for this wonderful organization and all of the good work that they do. And we want to play this final song for you folks. And it's a song that is a single that we released last year. And then we included it as a bonus track on our album Kalei Moana. This song is written by a dear friend of ours, a kumuhula from San Jose. Her name is Kauʻiʻi Sakahaku. And she composed this song about aloha. Aloha is something that is not easy to define. You know, it is a concept that we are very familiar with here in Hawaii, but I think all too often we just kind of limit our understanding of it to greetings or I love you or stuff like that. But, you know, aloha encompasses so much more. It encompasses compassion, decency, sympathy, empathy, all of those wonderful things. And it just kind of describes our ability as humans, our capacity to have this show aloha for others. And isn't that a beautiful thing? And now during these uncertain and challenging times, aloha is more important than ever. And so we want to say thank you again for having us. And we want to send you off with this song and our aloha, a song called Take Aloha With You.
Aloha with you wherever you go. Our kupuna with us, our keiki must know. Let their stories be our guide, remembering Hawaiian pride. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow. Kokua aku, kokua mai. Aloha mai. Aloha ke kahi. O ka honua e o. Take aloha with you wherever you go. Our kupuna with us, our keiki must know. Let their stories be our guide, remembering Hawaiian pride. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow. Now's the time to awaken. Lift the veil, there's no mistaking. Speak your truth, be free to be you. Live pono and let the mana flow through. Take aloha with you wherever you go. Our kupuna with us, our keiki must know. Let their stories be our guide, remembering Hawaiian pride. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow. Kokua aku, kokua mai. Aloha aku, ikimasu no. Let the stories be our guide, remembering Hawaiian pride. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow. Share it and let your love grow. Share it and let your love grow. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow. Take aloha with you, share it and let your love grow.
We call ourselves Kupawa. Mahalo nui
Thank you guys so much.
Aloha.